But I always like, I want to give credit to you. You know, you were one of the first people to help me.
I mean, it's not a big deal, man. I've never had a problem helping people because the How to Relationship podcast is now recruiting for Philadelphia. If you will be in or around the greater Philadelphia metropolitan area between April 28th and April 30th and would like to be a guest on the podcast, go to howtorelationship.net/guest. Take 5 to 10 seconds to fill out a quick form and a staffer will contact you if selected. Link in description.
What? So you were one of the first content creators to bring women in the space.
Yeah.
How are you happy that you did?
Absolutely, 100%.
And tell me why.
Well, because...
And what were your major concerns about bringing women into the space?
Yeah,
before?
So my concerns about bringing women into the space before is it was almost like intent. Okay, is this woman creating content just for attention on herself? Because throughout the Red Pill journey, we've had women sniffing around here and there. They'll follow us on Twitter. They'll make Twitter posts. They'll call into shows. But women didn't really start, creating content until just recently. Mm-hmm. But the reason I did it is because I thought it was necessary. Mm-hmm. I think that women have access to certain people's eyeballs and ears that men don't. Mm-hmm. This is another reason why you've blown up so quickly, because they can't call you a misogynist because you're a woman. You can say things that I can't.
Yeah, and that's why I always want to try to give credit where credit's due to the content creators that I feel like are smarter than me, that have been doing this for a while. I never want to take credit for, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just wanted to know what is the best way that I can give, I'm just trying to help the space. Yeah. And I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do that moving forward. Yeah.
So in the future, mm-hmm. You'll catch a lot less heat if you say something mm-hmm. that you heard another content creator say. Mm-hmm. Right after just say shout out. Even now I do it. Mm-hmm. With what we said about, what was the thing that we said? It was something that Rollo said. But mm-hmm. if you say something and you heard it from me or Rollo, blah blah blah. Shout out Rollo Tomasi. Or women grow old, but they never grow up. Shout out Donovan Sharpe. Mm-hmm. The reason why body count matters is because of paternity. Shout out Rollo Tomasi. Mm-hmm. The more money a woman makes, the more doors close. The more money a man makes, the more doors open. Shout out Myron Gaines. Mm-hmm. That is the best way to let people know, hey, I have this knowledge, but these are the guys that said it before me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I don't know, sometimes I feel but you know how it's, I don't know, I'm just really trying to help the guys in the space. Sure. And I never want to take credit for ideas that aren't, that they came up with, and I'm always trying to be as accurate as possible. Yeah. So I don't know, I'm trying to improve and get better.
That's the best way to do it.
But it's this all came really fast, so yeah. I'm not going to be perfect along the way.
Of course not.
But I always I want to give credit to you. You were one of the first people to help me.
It's not a big deal, man. I've never had a problem helping people because I've lived a great life, man. I've made a lot of mistakes, trust and believe. Mm-hmm. But dude, the Red Pill has changed my life. It's changed my life socially, financially. Dude, I've got all the money, I've got all the cars, I've got all the toys. And so, the message, for me, everybody wins if the message gets out there. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter whether it's me, you, Myron, whoever. Yeah. As long as people see it, that's to me, that's all that matters.
It's changed my life too, honestly. Yeah, I mean, it's completely switched my worldview on things. I never thought about how men are so discriminated against in society. Yeah. Because from the women's point of view, right? Sure. I understand the way of the women. They're saying I gave this man which it's obviously these men are only the top 20%, but sure. As women, we don't know we're going for the top 20, 30%. Right. We just think, oh, this guy's cute and not we're not.
Or that there's always going to be somebody else.
Yeah. This is so, and then we'll spend, or not me particularly, but the common stories, we'll spend men in order to get married, and they're trying to offset the risk of marriage.
Yes.
So what they'll do is, in order to do that, they will date a girl for 5 years, 7 years. So now it's almost like living together is the new early marriage, and we'll almost get married. This frustrates the women because we're giving up our youth.
Yes.
And that's why when Kevin Samuels was talking about how men, high value men marry in 6 months or less or whatever, I don't know if I necessarily agree.
I never agreed with that.
Because I think that men are logical and they're trying to offset the risk.
Yes.
And so what they'll do is they'll date a girl for like ever. But the girls are mad because they think if he loved me, he would marry me. And I don't think that's necessarily true. But I just think men are logical. I think you can get a lot of men to marry you. Like, I don't, it's not impossible, but I'm saying like a lot of times you'll have to sacrifice more of your youth up front.
Yeah. And that's the, but
that's the trade-off,
yeah,
right?
There it is. That's
and so it made me understand men a lot better because it's like, even, you know, my brother's getting married.
Oh,
and yeah, he's engaged, but he dated the girl for like 5 years, 3, 4. I don't even. He's been dating with her for.
Tell him not. Let's talk about this girl. Is she quality or no?
She's great. It's funny. My brothers somehow get the women that like the red pill like wants. Oh wow. So like, but it's like they don't know anything. So like my one brother's dating a girl that's a virgin. Or like was, you know.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
And my other brother, like the girl he's dating is an engineer and she went to cooking school for fun.
Okay.
Yeah. And
so she can build things and cook.
She cooks, she cleans. He didn't even ask her to do any of this stuff.
Yeah.
He was just like, oh, that's cool.
So he decided to go to cooking school. Awesome.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is like the guys that like would love that with their girlfriend.
Yeah.
She just did it. She's great. And so I mean, you know, you never really know with women, right? So I always like Coach Greg Adams said like women are a roll of the dice.
Yes.
And I thought that was a great analogy because you'll never really know, it's a risk, but
that's why we take the time to observe and
correct.
vet.
But so like she was more laid back about it, but another woman might think that he doesn't love her.
Right.
But it's like, that's not it. He just wants to offset the freaking risk. And he's seen his uncle, his father get screwed over with these seemingly good women.
That's right.
And they'll say, oh, her entire personality changed after the second kid.
There you go.
And it's like a lot of times as women, I just think we can benefit from understanding men better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And we could be better wives, girlfriends, like.
I say all the time, unfortunately, here in 2023, girlfriends are better than wives, man. You say it all the time. Women are paid to leave.
Yes.
Yeah. This is why, and again, this is why I will never, ever marry Devin legally, right? I mean, who knows? I might decide to marry her. If I do, we're leaving the state and the government out of it. We'll have, you know, we'll have the ceremony. We'll have the whole.
Can I be the flower girl?
Yeah. She would probably.
I've always wanted to be a flower girl. I was always passed up because I was a fat kid.
We will definitely, if we do, dude, we'll make it a really nice ceremony. We'll invite all you guys. We'll invite you, Allie, Janelle, Tallulah. Like, we'll really make it like a red pill wedding type.
Yeah.
Dude, we'll have the cake and the ice cream. We'll have the dance and all that good stuff. But we're not signing papers.
Yeah, and I think that is at least.
And real quick before you go on, and a lot of you might be thinking, yeah, there's common law marriage. It's no accident that Devin and I live in a state where there's no common law marriage, and we're looking to purchase a property where there is no common law marriage. So you guys can miss me with that.
Yeah, and I think that's like a fair. I mean, I don't even want to say fair because the women always get the better end of the stick, but it's a more fair deal.
Yes.
Like that's at least a compromise but it's like if you told that to the average woman, she thinks you don't love her.
Right.
But that's not it.
Right.
And then like the friends will get in the ear, well, if he really loved you, da 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 da. And then like to us, it's embarrassing to our friends.
Of course.
Because Sally down the street got married. Her blue pill man didn't
have
have her.
Right. Yeah. Sally's husband doesn't know any better, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Here's the thing, though. The cheat code to that is private marriage.